pelvis onto your mat, inhaling and exhaling normally. So today we're going to be working on accepting what is and releasing what no longer serves. Okay? All right. So let's come into a stronger now and more posturally sound standing pose here. Okay, so the feet hip-width distance apart. We start at the feet, feeling all 4 feet in contact with the mat. And then we move up through the legs, feeling them engage. Right? So the muscles feel like they're starting to hug the bone a little. And checking to see if the hips are over the ankles. And then as we work up through the body with a long spine, then the shoulders are over the thighs and the ears are over the shoulders. Take the hands forward and we find ourselves in a nice, steady, strong mountain pose and breathing here. And how is the breath right now? We're just accepting how it is. And if it might feel a little choppy-ish, working toward a little smoothing. And let's deepen. So the palms are out, we exhale. And then as you inhale, draw the arms long and up. Arms overhead here, really reaching up through the waist as opposed to the shoulders. Turn the palms to face the earth, and as you draw them down through center, exhale. And that's a nice release movement. So inhale, we draw plenty of fresh energy for our day, for our week. Turn the palms down, and as we press them through center, we just release what no longer is serving us right this moment. And just do that 2 more times, observing your energy and your releasing. And when you are done, just come back to your mountain pose. Notice the breath. And then shake things out, okay? So it's still quite early in the week, early in the day. Just move around a little bit. Inhale and exhale. And we're going to go up and down here. So inhale, float the arms up. And keeping super soft, just melt forward as much or as little as you want. Keeping super soft, draw it up. Taking it down and up. And that's just releasing, opening up. Whew. And just accepting how your back is feeling right now, how the backs of the legs feel, whatever's going on. And then come back to standing. And the feet are wider than hip-width distance here. The knees and hips are soft as we move the spine forward, arching and rounding. So cats and cows here with the hands on the thighs. Maybe they stay in one place and you focus on that spinal movement. Maybe the hands decide that they're going to move up and down the thighs a bit. And that's you, and that's fine too. And the next time you're rounded forward, hold here and slowly roll up. All right, we're going to take the legs now wider than that with the toes turned out, like we do when we're beginning pliés, but not super wide. Okay, so just kind of gently wide, let the knees kind of move up and down. Okay, and the body's going to stay in with very natural movement here as we tilt and twist. So left hand gently on the left leg, right arm up, and there's no need to extend the arm, or really, you can keep that elbow soft, okay? And here we go. We're tilting, and then as we come back, we're gonna twist, let the left heel come up. Take it back. We're going back to the same side, tilt, and twist. And we're gonna do that 2 more times, tilting left, twisting open to the right, tilt left, and twist open to the right. Now come back to center, and we're going to do that to the other side. So we tilt to the right and twist open to the left. And remember that back heel might move, tilt right, twist open to the left. Nice and smooth here, waking things up. Twist, and one more time like this, tilt and twist. Okay, so now we're going to move that tilting motion more down toward the earth, okay? And it's going to be the same twist from the shoulder. So letting the knees bend, reach down with the right hand and come up and twist open to the right. Down to the left, open to the right, and 2 more times. Down to the right, open to the left, and 1 more. Down to the right, open to the left. And remember, the feet are moving naturally, whatever they need to do. We're going to do that starting down to the right with the left arm and open to the left. Take the left hand toward the earth and then behind you for a twist. Toward the earth and open, and 1 more time. Welcome, Becky, and open and release. I can't see you, but I hope you can hear me. Okay, now we're going to take it up, okay? So we'll be pressing up with the right arm and twist open to the right. Press up and open. Up, twist open, and up, and twist open, and release. And now, same thing on the other side. Press up with the left, twist open to the left. Up with the left hand, twist. Up, twist, and up, and twist. All right, and shake it out, shake the legs out. Inhale and exhale. So let's come back to mountain pose and see, now that we've done those movements, how are things feeling? Inhale and exhale. Can you feel the energy moving? How are things going with that? All right, we're going to step to the back of the mat now and work on a releasing breath from Warrior One. Okay, so let's go ahead and step forward with the right foot. The left heel spins down, right knee is bent. And then inhale, lengthen your spine as you draw your arms forward by the ears. So we're in a nice long diagonal here to start with. And then pay attention to how your spine reacts as you start to draw up, keeping the arms by the ears, right? As soon as you feel this dumping into your lower spine, then stop, okay? Go back to where you had length. Inhale, and then as you exhale, draw your arms back. Inhale, come up to what Warrior One is for you today without dumping into the lower spine. Exhale, the hands back. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up, and releasing breath back here. And come back to your arms up, Warrior One, and step back and release. Sometimes with that step back, raising the back heel is more helpful than keeping it down. We'll play with that the next time. Okay, left foot is up, right heel is spun down, knee is over ankle. So we're moving into Warrior One. Extend the arms by the ears, put lots of length in the spine, and observe the spine as you come up. We're keeping the hands by the ears. Of course, the arms might be bent, right? That could be you. And we're going to stop before the spine crunches. And if it crunches, we're going to come back to where it wasn't crunched. Inhale, exhale, releasing breath. Inhale, exhale, releasing breath. Inhale, exhale, releasing breath. And inhale, exhale, releasing breath. Now come back to warrior one and lift your back heel. See how it works this time as you step back. So if the heel lifted was more comfortable for you stepping back, then step back with your heel lifted. If it was better to have your heel down, step back with your heel down, okay? We're working with what works for you. Okay, we're going to do that one more time and add a small amount of balance to that, okay? It's nothing too dramatic because we're just warming up the balance here. Step forward with the right leg, left heel down, extend through the spine, warrior one, inhale, exhale, arms back, inhale up, exhale, arms back, you got it, inhale up, exhale, arms back, inhale up, exhale, leaving the arms back this time, spin your back heel up, fix your gaze, okay? Now we're just balancing between the front and back foot, trying to even out the weight here, inhale and exhale. And if it's going to work for you, you might start to draw those left toes up. And then step back, warrior one, and come to the back of your mat. Okay? All right, one more time. We're starting on the left. Left leg forward. Okay? Left knee is bent. Right heel is down. Okay? And we come into good warrior one alignment with a long spine here. Exhale, inhale up, exhale, release. Inhale up, exhale, release. One more, inhale up. This time stay back in your exhale position and lift your right heel, okay? Fix your gaze. Now, you might already be feeling like this is a lot of balance going on right now in my practice. I'm staying here. And you might be feeling like I'm going to start to maybe lift those right toes and see what happens. Maybe they come up and down a few times. And then back to your warrior one alignment and step back. Woo! Alrighty. We're going to work our way down to the earth here. Step on back. You're at the back of your mat. Everybody good so far? Are we good? All right, so we're back at the back of the mat here. Inhale, float the arms up. And exhale, swan diving over straight legs from the hip creases with a long spine. So we don't really care if the hands go high or low. We want the spine long. We want to be folding from the hip creases. And then bend the knees, bring your hands to your thighs, shine your heart forward, inhale. And then drop the hips, bring your hands down, and come forward into a plank. So you might start out with your knees down or up, it doesn't matter. You might get to table and say, okay, that's where I want to be right now. Inhale and exhale here. And then go ahead and tuck your toes and come into downward facing dog. We're going to walk the dog, bend one knee and then the other. Take one heel down and hold. Take the other heel down and hold. Take two heels down and hold. Both heels, inhale and exhale. All right, let's bring the knees down and sit off to the side, finding seated mountain pose with the feet flexed. Okay, so it's the beginning of the week, it's the beginning of the day. We're going to come into Dhyana Mudra, okay, and that is left palm up, right palm rests on top, thumbs are touching here. And remember, this hand position is to build focus and concentration. So just rest in Dhyana Mudra, breathing here. And you can think about what you are accepting and what you are releasing right now. And if your mind starts to wander, you can press your thumbs together as a signal to your brain to come back to the focus that you have established right now. And then release and shake everything out, okay? Alrighty. So let's get to some core, okay? Great crew, everybody's strong and got plenty of core to spare, so let's go ahead and take it down here. We're going to take this in stages, and we're going to do all the stages together because it's going to be so much fun. 2 feet to the mat, okay? Your left foot stays on the mat, the knees are bent, right? And extend your left leg, that would be your right leg, extend your right leg. Now lift that heel 2 inches. Notice what's happening. 3 inches. Notice what's happening. 4. We're lifting it so slowly. 5, 6, 7 inches. About halfway up. Slowly lifting till that right leg comes to vertical. Well, it's perpendicular to the floor. So the right leg is vertical here. Okay? And now we're going to slowly take it down, noticing in which positions the core is more engaged and in which positions it feels more restful. So that's how slow we're moving so that we can feel it. And right foot down. Okay, raise one leg and wiggle your foot at me if that made any sense at all. Okay, so we've got 2 feet on the mat. We're extending the left leg. Now we're lifting that left heel 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches. Super slow, super slow. Keep going. Slowly up, feeling each time what's happening in between. Where is the core as you lift, 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 and that left leg comes vertical, it's perpendicular to the earth here, and then we slowly, slowly, slowly start to come down. And bring the left leg in. Go ahead and let the knees open and close a moment here. All right, so that's the move. You could stay there or take your left knee to tabletop first. Okay, knee over hip here, and shin is parallel to the floor. Extend your right leg and slowly, slowly, slowly start to lift. Notice what's happening here. A nice slow lift again. If you prefer to have the left foot down, bring it back down. Okay, if this is straining your back in any way, then bring your left foot down. If the other version strains your back, then just go ahead and take your legs forward and back a few times. I'll show that in a second. Release. All right, so we never want to put strain on the back, so you might be doing this. And this is going to kick in your core also. All right, so now let's go ahead, right knee to tabletop. Extend the left leg, slowly, slowly, slowly lift. And slowly, slowly, slowly down. Notice if you're starting to get impatient with this and you want to start moving your legs more quickly, right? The magic of this is in the slowness and the recognition. All right, let's bring the knees in for a moment and rock side to side of what's happening with your core. All right, so just keep that in mind. And just accept what's happening in your body right now. We're going to do it one more time, you guessed it, with the option of having the left leg straight. Extend your right leg and slowly, slowly, slowly bring it up. You have all kinds of options here, so go ahead and choose the one that works best for you. We do not want the spine to be cranky on a Monday morning, do we? No. All right, so let's slowly, slowly, slowly take the right leg down. Bring the knees in and possibly right leg up. Okay, right leg straight up. Of course, the knee could be bent or the foot could be down. Extend your left leg along the floor and then slowly, slowly, slowly bring it up. And slowly, slowly, slowly bring it down. And then bring the knees in and rock side to side. Just release, inhale and exhale. Bring the feet to the mat. Let those knees open and close. We'll do standing obliques. Okay, I think that was enough. Go ahead and raise one foot if you felt anything, if you thought that was a helpful. Oh, good. 2 feet up. All right. Some people have no feet up. Okay. Inhale and exhale. All right. So we are going to release the hips now. Okay. So this is our water wheel time. All right, Monday morning, great time for water wheel. Hands down by your side. The knees are bent. Right knee in, point up, flex down, and just keep going. A nice smooth circle here, thinking about release, release, release. And the next time the right knee is in, hold it in, flex your foot, flex out, point up, knee in. Yep, keep going, water wheel. And the next time the right knee is in, hold it in. Hold on to your shin or your hamstring and let the right leg come out to the right and back to center. So we took the hip in a circle. Now we're letting it go side to side here, just out to the right and back to center. Okay, and now come back to center here. Bring your left hand outside of your right leg and right arm out to your side here. And let that left leg extend any amount that it wants to. It might choose to stay bent quite a bit or straighten quite a bit, anywhere in between. And we're going to let that right knee come just past the belly button. Starting to feel that beautiful stretch in the outer hip here. The hips are still on the mat here, so we're just past the belly button. And now we're going to let the right hip lift, let that right knee come farther over to the left, and turn your gaze towards your right fingertips. It's a twist. And we're getting more opening in the right hip here. And then as you come back through center, take the right ankle across the left thigh. Draw your legs in towards you. Put your hands on your right shin, 2 hands, and move around. Start to really feel deeply into that right hip. What's it telling you this morning? The right foot is flexed when we do this. And then come into crossing at the thighs, holding on. So some people catch their ankles here, others their shins, others the sides of their legs, whatever is best for you right now. And move around. You're crossed tightly at the thighs. Yeah. All right, release, unwind, 2 feet to the mat. Let the knees open and close, little butterfly wings here. Okay, ready to move on? Hands down by your side. Okay, and we're taking the left knee in, water wheel, point up, flex down, water wheel on the left. Keep going. Yes, looking good. Good, and the next time the left knee is in, hold it in, flex your left foot, and reverse. Flex out, point up, knee in. Good, and let's do 4 more circles. 2. Next time the left knee is in, hold it in, holding on to your shin or your hamstring. Let your left leg come out to the side and back. So we're going to the left and back to center. Left and back to center here. All right, now coming back to center, the right hand comes outside the left leg, left arm extends, that right leg might straighten or stay bent, and bring the left knee just past the belly button. And then as you let your left hip lift, let the left knee come more to the right and take your gaze toward your left fingertips. This feels like too much of a twist, you back off, right? And then coming back through center with the left foot flex, take the left ankle across the right thigh, draw the left shin in, and move the hip around. So now we're sensing deeply into the left hip. So remembering, accepting and releasing, the hips release a lot. So think about what you might be releasing that's been stuck in your hips and just let it go. And then crossing tightly at the thighs, holding on to whatever is accessible to you right now, ankles, shins, sides of the legs, or even maybe not even holding on. Wiggle around. We are accepting where the body is right now. And then release, unwind, 2 feet to the mat, open and close, gentle butterfly wings. All right, let's just take a moment here on the mat with the spine in neutral. Just taking a few nice settled breaths. This has been a non-stop, so we're just going to breathe into it. And then as you're ready, make your way to tabletop position. Okay, hands and knees, and making sure to give some extra padding to those knees if that's what you do. Inhale and exhale. Sometimes it depends on where you are, right? You might be on a rug on a blanket like I am. You might be on, a rug on a yoga mat. You might be on just a thin sticky mat on a hard floor. Your knees will tell you what to do. Okay, we're going to wake up the arms. So draw the arms long forward and come into a knee down plank. And we go down and up. Push up with the elbows back, then hips toward heels. And just work through that. We're still opening things up here. Lots of strength for the arms. You guys are all well aware that you want your elbows to come behind you. You also know you could be doing an air push-up or a push-up on the wall. Okay, it's in the intention here. Air push-up, and maybe add those legs back and forth. Push up on the wall. The legs are going to move. All right, now enough babbling, you say. Let's take it to a downward facing dog. I mean, yes, go ahead, down dog. I know. I meant child's pose, but if you're in dog, go dog, come back down and go child's pose. Nothing wrong with throwing in a dog every once in a while, right? Okay, and then find your child's pose. Make sure your head is resting in your child's pose. All right, and now for real, we're coming into a downward facing dog. Find a nice balance in your down dog. Find some release here. Think about the spine being long. The ears are right in between the upper arms here, and the hamstrings are long. Okay, and then find whatever journey takes you to the top of the mat right now. And when you get there, bring your hands to your thighs, shine your heart forward for a half lift. Now, keeping your hands on your legs and your spine long, just roll the hands down the legs until you stop. So you might have stopped with your hands on your shins. Your hands might have gone farther down. You might have stopped with your hands actually on your thighs. We are just in a nice forward fold of our design. Okay? All right, and now we're going to plant the feet, float the arms out and up, draw the arms overhead, inhale deeply, palms touch, and hands come heart center. And we come back to mountain pose and shake things out. All right. How are things going so far? Can I get a, okay, good. All right, so, you are seasoned practitioners, right? There's no need to do a lot of in-between stuff, and you do sun salutations a lot. So we're going to do the first one together, and then you're just going to move around in your sun salutation, add stuff if you like to, or keep it simple. Okay, this is your sun salutation. We're going to do one simple one together to start with. Okay, so feet are hip width distance apart. And we start in mountain pose. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. There are those hip creases and straight legs. There are those hands going where they belong right now. Half lift, shine your heart forward, hips down, hands down, lunge. And move around. We started on the right, by the way, sorry. Inhale and exhale. And from here, we're going to move into a plank, knees up or down. Chaturanga, elbows back. And a nice little back bend. Right now, we'll just do cobra, keep it simple. And release. And find your way to down dog. Inhaling and exhaling. Noticing the length in the dog. And when you're on your own this morning doing yours, make sure you spend 3, 4, or even 5 breaths in your down dog. And then take a journey, feet to the hands. So I'm going to lift my right leg and start walking forward. You don't have to do it that way. You might want to take a big step instead. Inhale, float into half lift. Exhale, swan dive. And then keeping the feet grounded as you inhale, float the arms out and up, palms touch, and hands come heart center. And release. All right, so I hope it's okay with you that you have 2 minutes to play with this on your own. Remember, it's your practice, right? So you might be saying, okay, well, I really feel like doing something else right now. It's fine, right? I'm just going to give you 2 minutes. I'll tell you when we're about halfway through, just so you know. All you. All right, that was the first minute. Keep going. And finish up whichever one you're on. Don't feel the need to rush through it. Just finish up. We'll all meet back in mountain pose. All right, and just stand here for a moment. Close your eyes if that feels okay to you, and observe what's happening, okay? What is your mind doing with what just happened? How does your body feel? Accept what is, and shake it out. All right. So give me a thumbs up if you felt like it was good to be on your own, and a thumbs down if you wish you could have just watched and moved along. Thumbs up. Okay. All right. We gotta let the birdies fly, right? All right. So we're going to, as promised, do standing obliques. Yay! I know. So take your legs wide, toes out. Okay. And here we go. The knees are down and up again. Right? All right, we're going to take the hands to heart center here. Okay, the palms are facing down. And bend the knees and twist to the right and center. Now when you go to the right, extend the arms and come back to center. Now we're going to take it to the left and center. To the left, extend the arms and come center. Okay, we're going to try and add some legs to this. It could get a little confusing, but that's okay. Hands are at the heart, all right? And bend the knees, twist right, center, straighten the knees. Bend the knees, open arms, straighten to the left. Bend the knees left and center. Straight arms and center. Okay, let's stay to the right this time 4 times. Bend and center and open and center. To the right again. Center and open and center. 2 more. Bend, center, open and center. And 1 more. Center, open and center. To the left 4 times. Take it, bend and center and open and center. bend and center and open and center. Could you be doing this with your arms lower if your shoulders don't want to be with your elbows out? Of course. One more time. Center and open and center. Shake things out, release, whew, and let's get those feet back under us. Inhale and exhale. All righty, so we're going to move into a little bit of balancing here. Take the feet hip width distance apart. Okay. The first part of this, we're just going to go down and up, heel, and then option for knee. So we're going arms up, inhale, exhale, down, and as you come up, raise your right heel. Exhale, down, and as you come up, left heel. Exhale, down. See how it feels with double heels. And down. Now if you want to explore knee up. Right knee, left knee, and if that double heel is working for you without too much wobble in the ankles, double heel. Okay, so you're going right, left, double, heel or knee, or you're going right, left, okay? If the ankles are wobbly, we're not going to try and force them to do anything. We're going to go just alternating sides. We're not risking the ankles here. Just let's figure out how the balance feels this morning. And the next time you finish your round, whether that's with the left side or doubles, come back to center, plant the feet, and start to feel really grounded. See if you can feel some balance going on here. Inhale and exhale. All right, so now we're going to do a little more static on that with our sun and moon, okay? A lot of you guys know sun and moon. You're just going to do this. You can take it in stages with me. If you want to do all at once, go all at once. Right leg, left arm. Okay, stages, right heel, right knee, left arm. And release. And go ahead, either float up to it on the left or left heel, left knee, right arm. And release. And we're just going to work with the simple sun and moon a couple more times. Okay, so right knee, left arm, float up or stages. And release. That was a long hold. And left knee, right arm. Fixing the gaze, steadying the mind. And release. All right, so balance is a place where we really have to accept what is, right? The harder you struggle to maintain your balance, the less accessible balance is for you. So one more time right, one more time left, just play with your sun and moon. Yep. Right heel or knee, left arm. And release. And then go left heel or knee, right arm. Just feeling into it. Good. And release. Shake things out. Woo. All right. Is everybody okay? All right, so we're just gonna free form around for a little bit, right? Shake things out. Oh. The body was maybe in early morning state when we started, and we're gonna just free form for a moment, check in, see where everything is. All right. Look around and see if there's anything you want for when you're down on the ground here, you know, when we come back down to earth. sometimes a blanket or something to cover up if it gets a little chilly as you go down and we're not quite as active. And then once you're all set, just come to your mountain pose and feel firm and strong even in your mountain pose as you breathe, and just observe what's happening in your body. Good. And let's start to work our way down, okay? So we're going to, if you're not already, come to the top of your mat, okay? And we're going to meet in downward facing dog. So you know the drill. Take as much time as you want getting there. It's inhale and exhale, fold, half lift, hands down, and coming into down dog when you are ready. Okay, so you take your time getting there. Okay, remember down dog can be here also. This is a beautiful way to do down dog. All right, now once you're in your dog, go ahead and bring your big toes together and let your knees go to one side, hips to the other. Now you might feel like it's time to bring your knees down right now. Do that and just let your hips wiggle, of course, that would be fine. And then everybody come back to center, knees down, and we're coming to seated. All right, so let's find seated mountain pose first and come back into our mudra, hand position of concentration, left palm up, right palm rests on top, thumbs are touching, and take a few breaths. And then shake everything out, inhaling and exhaling here. All right, so we're going to do a little forward folding series here. So we're in seated mountain pose, the legs are straight. We're going to softly bring the arms up and melt forward. We still want the spine long here. We're just not trying to grab the feet, right? We're just coming into wherever our fold is right now. And then inhale, the arms up. Take the legs to a V position, turn your palms forward, and with a long spine, exhale forward. The hands might wind up close to the pelvis. They might wind up longer ahead. Okay, we want the spine long, and we want the gaze past the fingertips, wherever the fingers are. And then bring your arms overhead, exhale them down, and draw your feet together. So this is beginning cobbler's pose, right? Baddha Konasana. And we'll start with the hips kind of away from the pelvis. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, take it down. Gazing past the toes here. Long spine. Inhale, and just come back to seated. So we're going to go through those three positions smoothly, right? So here we go, starting out in mountain pose, spine is long, inhale, up, exhale, fold. Spine stays long, but don't worry about how far down the legs the hands go. Inhale, up, V-sit, palms forward, exhale, hands down, gaze past the fingertips. Inhale, up, draw the soles of your feet together, palms forward, exhale, down. Okay, we're going to go back through those again. Is this making sense? Wiggle at me if it is. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, V, exhale, fold. Inhale, soles of the feet together, exhale, fold. Good, and one more time. Inhale, legs long, exhale, fold. Inhale, V, exhale, fold. Inhale, feet together. Exhale, fold. Inhale up, release, and shake everything out. Okay, we're going to roll down now. Extend both arms and both legs. Inhale, exhale, draw both knees in. Hold here, whether you're holding your shins or your hamstrings. We are in Apanasana, wind removing pose here. Okay, now extend both arms and both legs long. This time draw just the right leg in. That left knee might stay straight, the left leg might stay straight, or the knee might want to bend, but you're holding on to your right shin or hamstring. Ardha Apanasana, just releasing here. Inhale, both legs long, both arms overhead. Exhale, left knee in, holding on. Inhale, both legs long. Exhale, knees in. We're back to that double knee wind removing pose. And take this to a happy baby. So you're going to flex your feet, and if your hands reach your feet, that's fine. Inside or outside of your feet, or wrap your arms. Otherwise, you can just hold on to your hamstrings, and that's great too. And let's give the spine a little side to side massage here. So what's the first word in this pose? It's happy, right? So take a form of it that makes you happy. And then come back to center and bring your hands down by your side, keeping your feet up. We're going to point and flex the feet. And circle the ankles one direction and the other. Now bring those feet down to the mat. Inhale and exhale here. We're going to extend and wiggle the fingers as you bring them back in. Extend long, wiggle, really give those hands some love and attention. They've got a lot to do all week long, so let's get them nice and ready for that. And then rotate the wrists one direction and the other. Bringing your hands down by your side, we'll check in with the neck, drawing the head from side to side. Seeing if there's stuckness, working toward breathing into that and releasing it. Just gently side to side. And now coming back to center, just start to observe your body. See if it wants to move, if it needs to take any positions that haven't been taken, if it wants to just realign as you prepare for our most important thing that we do in every practice, which is final relaxation, giving the body a chance to absorb all the benefits of that work that you did. So starting to work your way. Now, final relaxation could be on the mat, right? Could be sitting in a chair. Could be with your legs up on a chair, right? And the knees bent. Or a bed, depending on where you are. Okay, so find what works for you in final relaxation. And then when you're there, inhale through the nose. And slowly exhale through the mouth, allowing your body to release onto the earth. And then just go ahead and be in your final relaxation. begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And as you inhale, extend long. Exhaling, draw your knees in. Give yourself a hug. And finding your way over to a side. Back up to a nice, easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.